Hey, how's it going today, guys? Today we're going to be doing a brake inspection on the Chevy Colorado. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be naming off parts to you, letting you know if they're in good condition or not, and we're going to take some measurements too. So right here is what we got is our caliper. All right. Then you got your brake pads. Back here you got your bleeder valve, your brake hose, and your rotor. All right. So now let me tell you if they're in good condition. I'm going to save the measurements for last. So right here we got a brake hose, which the brake hose looks like it's in good condition. No cracks or anything like that, no dry rot. The bleeder valve, it's not stripped or anything, there's no corrosion, so you'll still be able to use it. Caliper looks like it's in pretty good condition. It almost looks like it's brand new. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and measure the rotor. I'm going to use what we call as a caliper, all right? So when I'm using this, turn it on and always make sure you zero it out first, okay? If you don't zero it out, you're going to have a bad measurement. Now on the rotor, it says the minimum safe thickness. That's the minimum safe thickness is how far you can take it down, resurfacing the rotor. So most of the time it's only a couple times, but we're going to make sure it's still within the safe working load.
I knew it was coming up, so you're going for.
Now I got 25.56, okay? Which the minimum thickness on here
I already know that.
is 25.6. So if we took this off and resurfaced it, it would be under the safe working load for this. So what we would have to do, we'd have to replace this rotor. So this one's going to get replaced. And of course, you would check the other side too. Make sure that one's good to go. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and check the thickness of the brake pads. You got this little tool right here that you measure it with. All right. Now what you do is you stick that in between the metal of the pad and the rotor, and it tells you how thick your pad is. And we got 8 millimeters. I don't know if you guys can see that. That's 8 millimeters right there. All right. So the brake pad's in good condition, but the rotor is going to need to be changed out. So but now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and move up into the hood, and I'm going to explain a few parts in there. Hey, how's it going? So now that we're up under the hood, we're going to be checking the master cylinder reservoir, the master cylinder, the ABS system here, and the booster. All right. I'm also going to be checking all the lines, checking the nuts and stuff, making sure they're not stripped or corroded or anything like that. All right. So what we want to do is we want to make sure that we're good on fluid. All right. You don't want to run out of fluid, because if you do, you might get air in your lines, or just running out of fluid is a bad thing. All right. So we're good on fluid, nice and full. And make sure you don't fill it up too high, or that could be bad too. You won't have any play for the fluid to move around or anything like that when you push the pedal in. It's going to be too stiff. Then you got your master cylinder down here. What I'm going to check on here is make sure all the nuts are good and everything. Make sure all the lines going to it are good. Okay, so all the lines going to the ABS system from the master cylinder are good to go. Now, you want to make sure your master cylinder is actually screwed in nice and tight to your booster. You don't want it twisting or being loose or anything like that. You're going to have play in your pedal. Booster looks like it's in good condition. And there's no holes in it or anything, which is a good thing. All the lines to the ABS system are good to go. None of the bolts are stripped or anything like that. And just to back it up a little bit, let you guys know, there's 3 ways to measure your fluid. You can measure it with a stick. It will tell you how much, like water or something's in it. You can measure it with like a little stick. It's like a pen. It has 2 prongs on the bottom. It'll tell you, same thing as a stick. Conductivity in it. And then you can do it with a voltmeter, same way. Well, that's it for our brake inspection. Thanks for watching.